Let us talk about when the copyright on the English edition of George Orwell's Animal Farm was not sufficient to give Amazon confidence that it could put in the Kindle copies of Animal Farm it had sold to people. And so one morning, everybody woke up who had bought Animal Farm from Amazon, and the book had vanished from their book reader because Amazon took it back. Right? We have people who are attempting to control access to the 20th century's culture. We will have people who will claim control over access to the 19th century's culture. And everywhere we have people who think that if you take a physics textbook and you make a copy for someone who's too poor to learn physics that way, that's a potentially criminal act. I go around the world and I give speeches and I ask audiences, so tell me, how many of the Einsteins who ever lived were allowed to learn physics? And they think about it for a while and they realize that the answer is not very many, 1 or 2 or 6 or 7. I say, and how many of the William Shakespeares who ever lived and died without learning to read and write? And the answer, of course, is almost all of them. We throw away almost all the brains in every human civilization. Human intelligence is the most valuable thing we have to save our race. But we throw away almost all the brains because we make learning a thing that the poor can't do. We criminalize reading in the same way that we criminalize being poor. And so I think of Victor Hugo, who said that the law in its majesty prohibits rich and poor alike from sleeping under bridges. And so we prohibit the rich and the poor alike from taking knowledge without paying for it, which hurts the rich not at all and crushes the poor.